Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Aright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we were cross-examining Detective Gumshoe, and now we're cross-examining Lotta, and this is her first testimony, just to revise. So yeah, let's just, cross-examine. Alright. I saw it clear as day. The man was on the boat. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander my efforts either. So clear as day, the man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. This photo doesn't look clear at all. How could you tell it was Mr. Edgeworth? Can I say it was a lake photo? I'm gonna press first. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blindly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can. What? Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. Really? Okay, this isn't good. Okay, I've already lost something. This ain't good at all. I'm gonna have to find something, and I'm gonna have to find it quick. Misty Fade, no. Alright. Wait, faces? Oh no, faces the lake. Yeah, I'm stupid. Well, the only thing that actually makes sense is to present this thing. Yeah, you can't see it clearly. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! Freaking Nickelback. Yes. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet it could not even capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told you not to say that in the testimony, please. Oh, come on! Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself! Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course! I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully faked testimony. Yay, we did a thing. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Then when I heard that noise on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. Binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Please don't tell me I'm going to get a penalty for pressing this time. You're right, it was a cold night and it was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. So I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. Okay, whatever. Okay. Now time to press every single statement. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves Phoenix. Phoenix's happiness, Phoenix doesn't have happiness, it just doesn't exist. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic... Ugh. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. This camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. She's not letting me answer any of her questions. Or answer any of my questions. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant in this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Heck yes. This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my questioning. Wow, maybe went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Really now? Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick out on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of our challenged intellect. Now wait a minute! Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Mr. Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. Okay, that didn't help at all. Whoops. There was a heavy fog. How would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic conjectures I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Really? Then why was it facing the lake? Set to automatically take a picture when loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Why was it facing the lake? Yeah, that's my question. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph of the lake? I think it was Gordy. I'm pretty sure it was Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy? Oh, the sighting of Gold Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got a proof for something? Let's see you prove that I was down in the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Heck. Now I don't have proof. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Or maybe it's... Oh no, it's still the camera itself. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh, well, I don't have proof. Aw, crap. Did I just not press... Oh, crap. Well, alright, if that's what you want to play, then I'll show you evidence. Mr. Wright, are you sure about this? I'm sure sick of that smarmy prosecutor putting me down. I think he told me so that I get mad and make a mistake. Oh, no. Let's try it? Oh, thank goodness. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had your camera set to loud noises. Order! I see. I do thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? They don't change what I saw, does? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness was an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But that she's so okay. It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. Well, what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. Going to spot it. Spot it. Spot it. Spot it. I can say things, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not a research student at university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all it was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry? Okay. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Well, I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because, why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with your testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I'm just gonna, stretch real quick because my arms are hurting. There we go. Oh boy, An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object? A UFO. UFO. Oh. Okay, she was saying like UFO, UFO. I get you. That's when I had a sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that's newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. The last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real! Mr. Wright, this is one fight you do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. And that's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yup, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yup. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time that the camera was triggered to that was that night. But that's all it was hiding. When I heard the... Oh. Really now. I think it's time you told us why you felt like you had to try your true purpose at the lake. Heck, I forgot out what I was up to. The lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shooterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... No, she was gonna say that he told her not to say that. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at that lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper than a sound I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she wasted any time looking at a boat. What? What do I do now? You're giving me that... What are you giving me to look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your huss puppies up. Pops, I'm getting there. Uh-huh, okay. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore either. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. He said when it's time to present evidence. It was that... Okay. It wasn't much else to look at, so I looked at the lake the whole time. Okay. Oh, cool. There's another thing. 22 caliber, fired 3 times. What? What? How was it fired 3 times? How the hell was it fired 3 times? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm so silent. I'm just thinking. Okay. Wait, she was... Wait, let me press that statement again and just read. Okay, that's why. She was looking for something else, so why would she be staring at a boat? That's what it is. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? Well, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing that was out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. Well, what? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Well done. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there after all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought I could, be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, until now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting in the... Who is this? Who in this? Right? That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the photo and... What? Oh, wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she says she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality, man. But should let us see who's who. Oh. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I'll bet the enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, he'll be in prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? God, this lighting is bad. Okay. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. Oh, what are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You little fool. Oh, ho, ho, ho! What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. That doesn't help. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. I can already see what's wrong with that photo. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, and you got the enlargement. And little good has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination, Miss Lauterhart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Though I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? There's two things I can do, because I already know what's wrong with this photo. But, like, should I show... Wait a second. Does it say that? Right hand. Right hand. Okay. Objection to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean about this. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. It's this. Because the pistol shows that he had right handprints on the gun, it's weird to see that he's holding it with the left hand. Heck yes. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand that directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence the left hand contradicts. The right hand prints of the pistol. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Why do I keep saying Mr. Edgeworth? Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in this courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry. Miss Hart didn't have a gun, so... There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself! Order! Order! So you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet? That's 3 feet! That's 3 feet. There's no way that could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to say my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. This court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yeah, that was a close one. Hey, and don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who... The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look. I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel without thanks, Edgeworth? I repositioned the transcript of Nolata's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Wow. Alright, that was... Woo! Okay. It is proven at this point that I absolutely hate Von Karma. Let's just say that. I really do hate him. But I cannot wait to see what happens next. Alright, so that was the end of this part. If you enjoyed it, please maybe leave a like, maybe leave a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And my voice is dying, so I'll see you next time.